It's Incantus, right?
Incantus versus Mythical Magnums.
Yep. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 10, right? Yeah, week 10 of the Squad v Squad season for MGE. The matchup right now is going to be between Mythical Magnums and Incantus. So two really good teams here. Both Incantus is kind of sitting in last place right now, but Mythical Magnums is doing pretty well, sitting at a 5-4 record, and I think Incantus is 6-3 now, or no,
3-6.
3-6. Yeah. So should be some good games though. This is today. It is going to be 2 anchors allowed, so you're going to see 2 anchors and 2 fires on each team. And to explain that a little bit further, that is going to be our ranking system, and we have 3 ranks in our ranking system in MGE. We have our ghosts, which are our low tier players. We have fire, which are our mid tier players, and anchors, which are our higher tier players. So today we're going to be seeing the 2 top tiers battle it out between the anchors and the fires. So it looks like everybody's in. So on the Incantus team, that is the red team, we're going to have Demonic French Toast and Dr. Grady as the anchors, both very strong anchors. And then we're going to have Dragon and Noisy Boy for the fires, and both of them are also very strong fires as well. And then on the Mythical Magnum side, which is the blue team, we are going to have an Epic Dab for one of our anchors, and then they are going to have Church for their other anchor, and then their 2 fire players are Nacho Macho and Goddess KR. So both teams, pretty strong teams. Both teams have been playing fairly well lately. I know Mythical Magnums has been scrimming throughout the week, and I'm sure Incantus has been scrimming throughout the week as well. So both of these teams are ready.
I definitely agree. Just jumping in on board while we have these teams readying up. It's going to be a good one here today. Both teams have scrimmed throughout the week. This is the last game of our 10-week season. Following this will be the playoffs. So really big for seeding. I don't think too much. Well, this is going to be a factor for the Incantus squad for seeding up against Gravity. So this is going to be a huge game changer for them if they are able to pull off that win. Also for this, I do want to say, pretty much on both teams, I'm really looking forward to kind of ending this pretty strong. See what both teams are able to do to pull off a win in the end here. A lot of these teams went through changes. Incantus was the most consistent team in terms of changes. Not really too many players switching in or out. So this is kind of a team that's been stuck with throughout the whole season.
Yeah, and Mythical Magnums is quite the opposite in that sense. They've gone through at least three team changes throughout the season. Possibly, maybe only 2, but I think 3 changes throughout the season. So they've been switching it up a little bit. It looks like 3 of these members are original members, but Church was an addition in I think week 4, maybe 5. So definitely 2 strong teams. Anchors on the teams are both strong fires on both teams. And today, honestly, like we've seen Mythical Magnums really struggle when Goddess isn't performing well. So what I'm hoping to see today from Mythical Magnums is Goddess performing well. And then on the side of Incantus, the red team, we've also seen that same thing when Noisy Boy isn't performing well as well. When he's kind of struggling a little bit, the entire team struggles. So definitely going to be looking at Goddess and Nacho for their respective teams, to step up today, make sure they're playing a solid game and they're ready to go.
And we are going to start off with the first game in this series to be Strongholds on Plaza. And in our version of Strongholds, as long as you get 1 cap, you are getting 1 point. It is very slow capping if only one person is in that stronghold, and if we have 2 people, it gets faster, and 3 people, it's almost instant. 3, 4 people be very quick. So you will see just with one stronghold, they will be getting points on the board. Also, it will be up to 200 points instead of 100, just because due to accommodate, as long as they get one stronghold holding it, that the points are going to get up faster.
Yep, and Incantus out to a strong start here. Quickly taking control of that top nest and that bottom mid stronghold. Those are definitely the 2 strongholds you want to be holding. But a nice little round of slays coming out of Gravity, or sorry, coming out of Mythical Magnums here. That's my team. I don't know why I got that wrong. But coming out of Mythical Magnums here, and they have good positioning right now. You have someone top yellow, you have someone and then you have someone sitting up S4, someone top mid, but that top yellow position is going to get taken down. Epic Dab is going to go down off stream, and he is going to be taken out. So now we're going to see a nice push to the bottom mid from Incantus here, and there was only 2 players left for a moment there on the Mythical Magnum squad. So definitely a nice solid push from them. They are going to be holding this yard and bottom mid area, which is not necessarily the preferred area, but it is working. It is giving them points at the moment. So good start from Incantus for sure.
It's a very strong start. They are going to be the first ones with a trip cap. Very like the play Dr. Grady did, trying to get to yard, put shots, use that little hill for cover. And they're definitely coming out very strong on this.
Yep, for sure. I think though we are seeing Mythical Magnums start getting this positioning now. You do see Goddess drop to that loop area, or to that U-turn area, so that she will probably get called out. Unfortunately, she was not called out, and she did not get taken down, so she is sitting there as a presence bottom mid right now. But Dr. Grady with great shots over at the LR off stream. Looks like we just switched over from him. Let's get back over.
Let's stay on Nacho.
Alright, let's go to Nacho for now. It looks like Nacho's going to start looking towards this nest area, but he's getting shots taken from from the flowers area at the moment, so he's going to back down, wait for his team to make this push. But right now, Incantus has really, really solid positioning right now. They're in a good spot to just defend the 2 bases that they have, get some slays on this Mythical Magnums team, and just continue holding this this setup that they have right now.
It was a very nice flank by Noisy Boy, just to kind of get them out of that tram area. That will stop the push from Nest over there and allow them better coverage over in this middle. They are going to, Mythical Magnum's going to try to, seems like a split push. One person over there by that nest, some over by top dip from blue. Not sure why they're splitting up initially. Seems like they are going to go in for a strong nest push. And I do like this nest push. They are not able to control bottom mid, so they push nest and try to get that. But they need to stay out. They're losing the battles.
They're pushing into these bases way too quickly. They need to prioritize their positioning better. They need to get those slays first. They need to make sure that they have numbers before they start pushing these bases, because they didn't in that situation. And once someone entered the base, you saw a nice flank from one of the players from Incantus coming up the top lift, and then you also saw a push from Noisy Boy on the stream coming from that nest ramp, and they were able to shut that down very quickly.
I like Church's positioning to push on that nest, but he could have been a little bit more aggressive on that. That would be the kind of position I would expect to hold if he already had nests. To kind of watch bottom mid from that hotel area, and he is going to go back to it.
Yep, and now you're going to see the split set up for a moment for Mythical Magnum, so they were able to start racking up a little bit more points on the board there. Church is going to get this call out that this guy is down in the dip area, but that person is going to move straight into the blue area. And now you're going to see Incantus, if you saw that in the player outlines on the screen, they are going to have the camo now. Church doing a good job backing down. Wasn't able to get that, got the melee on him, and hopefully that gets cleaned up by their team. But Toast, Demonic French Toast is going to get away with that, and he's going to jump top middle and straight up into S4, so I want to move over to him and see how he's going to play this. He's definitely playing this camo really well, staying alive, but he is eventually going to get taken out. But not before resetting that nest stronghold, so good plays from Demonic French Toast, staying alive with that camo. Definitely a good job from him.
It was a very good job, even though he was taken out a little bit early with that camo. He did get that reset on the nest area just to kind of keep holding this double cap on Stronghold. I really like the setup out of these Incantus squad right now. Kind of controlling down, rotating, doing really well. Kind of controlling that middle area. But we are going to have a good push from Mythical Magnums on nests.
Yep, and I want to go over to Nacho Macho on the stream right now. He's making a good push into this blue area. If he can take out Demonic French Toast there, which he does, that's a big play right there. They should have a nice setup. It looks like the yard is going to get traded out for that nest area, though, unfortunately. But Nacho in a good spot right now to start putting in some damage on this bottom mid stronghold. If he can get the Slay here, which is great, he does get that Slay, so now they are going to be able to take control of this bottom middle area.
But it's a nice job by Noisy Boy just to hide behind that Prius, just to contest that hill, allowing his team to spawn and get back right into the fight. You have Grady pushing up. You have, I believe that's Dragon also contesting it. He was a little bit slow to stop it, so that will go in favor of Mythical Magnums.
Ooh, but unfortunately 2 go down, 3 go down for Mythical Magnums, and this is a great opportunity here for Incantus to push back into bottom mid and take that back. Now, what Mythical Magnums needs to do is work on getting those slays again, get that positioning. I would like to see them trade yard out. It looks like Nacho Macho is doing that at the moment off stream. And they are able to actually secure nest as well, so this is good if Nacho Macho can solo cap that yard base, which he does. And now Epic Dab in a great spot off stream, putting shots on these bottom middle areas, and that's going to be 3 dead now for this Incantus squad. So this is a good opportunity for Mythical Magnums to start pushing to this bottom middle stronghold. However, there is a camo player bottom mid from Incantus, and that's going to start a nice little slay round from the Incantus squad. And they're going to get control of that bottom mid stronghold once again.
I'm going to switch over to Goddess here. Definitely seeing a lot better play from here now in this second half to lead Mythical Magnums kind of back into this. Definitely going around. Fortunately, will be taken out.
She is going to get taken out, but I want to stay on her point of view. I want to see what she's doing. I want to see the kinds of plays she's making. We talked about her as kind of a keep for this entire series, but also for this game. If she's not playing well, then the rest of her team normally doesn't play well. So I'm definitely looking at seeing that. But she is going to get taken out by that shotgun. Dragon pushing towards nest with that shotgun, and they're also solo capping bottom mid as well. So Mythical Magnums needs to do something about this. They need to win this gun battle bottom mid to stop this bottom mid. It looks like Goddess is going to come in and help out with that. She's going to put damage on one player, and they are temporarily holding this for now. They get a couple slays there. And that's really lucky she did not get hit by that shotgun there off stream bottom mid. But they were able to take out a couple players there and secure that and make sure that bottom mid didn't get lost as well.
I like how the camo is just now up for grabs, and it's going to be in the hands of Incantus yet again.
Yep. And Dr. Grady is in a dangerous position right now, sitting nest right now. He's going to take out that shotgun player, and now he's going to have that shotgun camo combo, which is a very dangerous combo, and you do not want that in the hands of Dr. Grady.
Especially with camo. Oh, man.
Yep. Dr. Grady in a great spot right now. He's going to get that kill, and he's going to start securing this this nest base, and this could easily be a trap cap.
I do want to point out, just that's a very smart play. He got the slays down. He did not give away his position by capturing nest a little bit too early. He finished off Dab, put a nice nade on Nacho, and then started working on the strongholds.
Yep, and now he's going to come in bottom mid, get a couple kills here, get the base defense. So Dr. Grady doing a great job right now. Probably going to pick up this kill on this player that just dropped bottom mid from that yellow area. And Dr. Grady just putting in work right now. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be a win for Incantus. I just don't see Mythical Magnums coming back from this deficit at this point.
No,
and that is going to be the win. Yeah, it's rather unfortunate. we do know, we have seen in the past that this has been kind of a rough game type for the Mythical Magnum squad, and you're seeing Goddess putting up a lot of assists, not quite getting there in kills. Goddess, for some reason, Goddess just really struggles on the Plaza strongholds. So definitely not a good game type for the Mythical Magnums if you're always going to have one weak player like that. But great games out of Incantus. You know, honestly, the slaves weren't too skewed. Goddess not getting a ton done, but she did get a lot of assists. And Incantus is going to have a little bit of a slay advantage there on their side, but it wasn't crazy. It was a 10 kill difference, but yeah, it looks like Mythical Magnums just needs to, you know, sit back, talk about what they did wrong, and just go into this next game strong.
I definitely agree, and I will be setting up the next match, which is going to be a Truth Slayer. So definitely they need to start working together. The assists are very strong on that Mythical Magnum side. Very strong slaying power there. But Truth, I say again, Truth is kind of Incantus' strong suit. They play very well on it, so it's going to be tough.
Yep, Mythical Magnums also plays very well on Truth as well. So this is going to be a much tighter game. I think this one is going to be a 50-45 or even like a 50-48 game. No team with an advantage before this game starts. I'm not sure. I'll have to see off the start. I know Mythical Magnums played a couple scrims where they performed on Truth pretty well, but we'll just have to see how they come out, how their opening strategy works for them, and then also from the Incantus side, I'm expecting a solid open strat. Definitely going for that camo at the beginning, trying to at least secure the burn on that camo. But we'll just have to see how this starts. But these two teams are very, very evenly matched on this map, so it could really go to anybody.
It really could, and I do want to give a shout out to everyone joining in on the Twitch stream. Thank you all for coming out to watch. Church, Reaps, Louise Animal, Dark Templar, Naughty, I saw you, Black Window. Thank you for hosting the viewer party. So thank you all for watching. And we are going to jump into this game number 2 with Incantus leading the series 1-0 right now. Definitely going to watch for the burn. That's what both teams kind of hope for in the beginning, but if they can kind of come out with it, that would be great. We'll start out with Goddess.
It looks like Goddess is going to take this top mid position, and I like that play from Goddess. She's going to pick up an easy kill right off the bat, but she does see Dragon over here. She's going to throw a grenade in, and she's going to get some nice shots on Dragon there, and with the help of her teammate, they're going to secure that. So that's a quick 4-0 lead for Mythical Magnums, so a great start for Mythical Magnums. I'm not sure if anyone got away with the camo. I'm going to rotate around, check that real quick. I don't see anybody.
I didn't see it initially.
But right now, Mythical Magnums does have solid positioning top mid. They need to get someone top mid, start pushing across to challenge those Carbine players. But so far, not too bad with this 5-2 lead.
I definitely like the spacing out of the Incantus squad. No one is too out of position. As a huge trade, I think Noisy could have jumped out and helped Dragon right there, but I'm not sure exactly how it's going in the comms.
I think he was tunneling a player top mid for a second there. Not a huge deal, but that is going to be a nice trade out of Noisy Boy. Definitely a position that could have been very bad for someone to be in. But a huge play from Dr. Grady there, avoiding that nade in top mid and finishing up that kill on Epic Dab.
That was a huge, strong play, and that Wolf. I see the Carbine kind of being used a little bit too. I like that. Definitely providing a lot of cover fire across that top mid area.
Yep. And now you're gonna see Mythical Magnums trapped up into this P2 area. Goddess is gonna get away for a second, but they're gonna push that P2 area really hard in a moment.
One thing I also like seeing, the Incantus squad is not overly aggressive on this blue base. They're not really pushing in. They're kind of just controlling the bubbles, kind of controlling the side, just kind of information gathering where everyone else is. They have to be aware that the spawns did rotate, and they are going to charge up on that P side. Yep. So Noisy needs to leave, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Unfortunately, it looks like Incantus did have great positioning for a little bit, but they kind of have forfeited their positioning momentarily. And now you're going to see Mythical Magnums. If they play this right, they have an opportunity to take these positions top mid and to start putting shots down. But you're going to see a flank from one of the players, but Church is going to end that flank very quickly. And now you're going to see Dr. Grady backing down on somebody up in that P2 area. He knows he's up there, but they are kind of stuck in a bad spot right now. Right now, Mythical Magnums has the higher ground at the moment. Nacho Macho doing a good job taking out a player there, so they have the potential to get back into this game.
Definitely a fight for bottom mid going in there. We are a little bit in favor of the Mythical Magnums in terms of positioning, but unfortunately, Goddess did not make that top mid jump. So it's just going to be a little bit of a fight now. Back. Little jump start for the Incantus squad to get going. Noisy will challenge that, but he will be taken out. Huge play on Church's end to help secure that carbine, or car side.
And that's going to be a couple dead, so Mythical Magnums needs to start pushing out, getting this top control, but Goddess is going to be taken out with great, perfect shots from Demonic French Toast from across the map at that P area, so that's rather unfortunate. And it looks like Dragon and Demonic French Toast are going to be pushing into that base to start racking up kills, but unfortunately it doesn't work out great for him. Goddess knows that someone's in there now, and she has a teammate here to help her, unless that teammate turned around, and it looks like that might be the case. So a little unfortunate.
We are going to see this blue base push by the Mythical Magnum squad. Right now, it'd be best if the Incantus squad just takes that P side. The camo is going to be up pretty soon. So, definitely Mythical Magnum needs to make a push here to kind of secure that camo and not let the Incantus squad kind of control the P.
Yep, and you're going to see a pick from Church there, but unfortunately, Mythical Magnums is not moving as fast as they need to be. You see player top mid, Dragon jumping top mid, getting that nice melee trade. Noisy Boy should be cleaned up in that blue base, but this is just a scrappy game so far. There hasn't really been a good setup from either team so far. Grady with some great shots though. Unfortunately, Goddess had to sit back with no shields there, but she does know the Grady is somewhere around here.
Toast got spotted out by Dab, and he was able to take him out. Wow. Way to go on the Mythical Magnum side to pretty much put down that camo. Not able to make any good plays with it. This is keeping it close.
Yep, absolutely. Unfortunately, you're gonna see, like, I'm seeing a lot of these teams playing down low, not getting these top positionings. It looks like Incantus has been holding the top positions a little bit longer this game, a little bit better this game. And Mythical Magnums needs to start thinking about where their positioning is during this game. So definitely want to see some changes made by them. But got us a nice push onto Dr. Grady here, knows he's weak, gets that weak call out, and she's going to clean him up and get this car bubble control over here, and this game is still tied at 26-26.
I do want to kind of go off of your statement with Incantus with a little bit better of that setup, but they have very unsuccessful pushes. They have a lot of one-off players kind of going into the base or trying to flank around, and either they're too slow or they're not cleaning up the kills after they are taken out or get someone one shot. And that's kind of not helping them in the favor. Even though they have the nice map position right now, they're not helping each other where it really needs to be to pull away from this game.
Nope. And honestly, as soon as either one of these teams starts positioning and starts moving around the way they need to be, that's where you're gonna see. That's where you're gonna see that big that lead change. And we're coming up on that 30 kill mark, where it is notorious for those big lead changes, those big swings in the game. But still, these teams, you know, we talked about it before. These teams are both just absolutely so evenly matched on this map. Neither team doing super well, but now you're gonna see a quick 2 or 3 dead for Mythical Magnums, and this is an opportunity for Incantus to start pushing up, moving into this blue base over here, starting to pick off more players, and now you're starting to see Incantus take control of this game.
And I think it was a burn by Toast on that camo. I didn't 100% see, but I think that's what's happened. Really like Dab's positioning. I really like both teams where they see the Mythical Magnums at Carbine. You have Incantus kind of go from P. And they're just kind of playing each side of the map, kind of drawing out those long-range battles. You see Dab putting cover shots from Carbine. You see his team backing around him. Right now, we are going to have a blue push from Incantus to try to flake around to this Carbine. And Nacho is trying to hold off that aggression. And here comes the Mythical Magnum side.
Yep, a nice push, but they need to continue this push. They're still down by 3. And they really need to get a few uncontested kills. Now it's going to be a 2-point lead, and you're going to see Nacho Macho and somebody else moving up into that P area. A nice nade though from the Incantus squad, and a team nade unfortunately is going to take out Epic Dab there before pushing into that base. So a little unfortunate there. But Nacho Macho doing a good job bottom mid, backing down as Dragon. But he's going to get taken out from that P side.
Some nice shots by Church. Those are the kind of one-off kills, those one-on-one battles that if you have to engage, you want to win. That will just keep getting points on the board. You can't give up these one-off battles. You got to have your team finish them off. And right now, it just doesn't seem like they're really finishing off those one-shots. They're just getting away. They're getting around.
Ooh, and a big kill from Demonic French Toast to make sure he doesn't die there and take out Nacho. That was huge. Honestly, could easily be a game-changing kill there. Nacho really needed to win that battle. And now you're going to see a 6-kill lead for Incantus here. So definitely doing a good job late into this game. They know where these pushes are coming from, but I think unless Mythical Magnum starts positioning better and starts playing around as a team better, starts getting these cross-map shots like Demonic French Toast is doing at the moment, they're going to go down in this game.
I'm going to go on with Noisy Boy, the team captain, to finish off this game. We are going to have Grady go through that window and just put the nail in the coffin for this game.
Yep, absolutely. Definitely a struggle for control at the beginning of that game, but eventually the Incantus squad was able to start playing together, start moving around together, started picking up some kills, and just playing really well as a team. And you just didn't really see that at any point in the game for Mythical Magnums. Mythical Magnums was struggling to get positioning for most of the game. And then also something to point out too, Dab not having a very good game. One of their anchor players, least amount of kills and second most deaths. So you don't want to see that from an anchor player on your team. It's really unfortunate. But you know, they're down to they've reverse swept before, so they just need to not tilt. They just need to relax and go into this next game and play this next game hard.
I definitely agree. And this next game, we have seen throughout this season every team play hard. It is a Fathom CTF, and we've seen the longest flag standoffs on here. Neither team's going to give this up. And with our setting change, it is intense. It is going to be time returned, and instead of the normal 3 caps that you see, it is going to be 5 instead. So it's a little bit longer. Gotta find it here.
Yep, so these capture the flag games are definitely crazy. You see some hard battles at the beginning. There's always a big flag standoff, but you also see, like, once one team caps a flag, you kind of see the other teams start to fall apart a little bit. So hopefully, like, if there's a flag cap on either side, the other team doesn't just give up after that. But it can be rough though when you have a flag standoff for the first 8 minutes of the game and one team gets a flag capture, and then it kind of just lowers your morale for the rest of the game. It kind of just beats you down for losing that one flag standoff because it lasted so long. It can be very frustrating. But I've also seen this map played really fast. I've seen this map, you know, be a 5-4 where both teams were just running in, grabbing flags, playing very aggressively. And honestly, I think for both of these teams need to just play aggressive. These teams need to get that top mid control, get the slays, and then just immediately push into the base while also blocking a spawn. So I want to see some aggressive plays from both of these teams. I don't think either team has an advantage if they play the game slow and get forced into one of those 8 or 9 minute flag standoffs.
And we've seen teams take it slow, and we pointed out in the past how effective it is to play it fast, play it aggressive, put pressure on that team. That's where the mistakes happen. When you're putting pressure, when you're constantly in the other team's face, they're going to panic, they're going to think about it, they're going to second guess their choices. So keeping that pressure up, you just can't let off the gas, especially with Fathom. It's a very small map. It's easy to get across. You can get across the map in about, 5-10 seconds? So it's going to be back and forth. You just got to keep it up. But you got to do it smart. You got to take the smart angle. You got to put yourself in a position to not only attack the flag, but make sure you're watching your teammates back and making sure no one's really getting across.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, so definitely going to be looking at those players that push into the enemy base and are present in the enemy base. Also, those players top mid that are a presence top mid. If you can get somebody into their base and a player top mid, you can really have a presence on this map, while having the other two teammates kind of float around and just put damage on people. So definitely something we want to look for during this game.
And that camo will be burned initially. We are going to have Incantus with initial map control, but the first touch will go to the Mythical Magnum side.
Yeah, and I like this aggressive flag run right at the beginning. It didn't work out for him so well. They dropped 2 players, but just
they got Dragon off top.
Yep, and the intensity from that was really good too. Like that's what you want to see from them, being down 2 in this series. You want to see them aggressively push out and show that they're not scared to push out in this game and that they are here to play.
The huge triple kill.
With the double, was that a triple?
That's a triple.
Wow, absolutely big kill from Church, big triple kill from Church, and they should easily be able to push in the space, but they have to do it quickly. There's spawners are going to be coming up, but Dragon with a huge kill there to stop that initial push from the base, but he's going to get taken out with a nade from top middle. So big nade from top middle coming out of Mythical Magnums, but Mythical Magnums needs to push into this base. They need to do it faster. They had 3 dead, and they took way too long to start pushing to that base. But they are going to eventually get a flagpole. They're going to get it out into the front of the base, but now you're going to see Dragon off stream taking control of this top middle area, and there's going to be a battle between 2 players top mid at this moment. So you're going to see Dragon and Nacho battling.
And he does have that railgun, and he does have Dab helping him. There are 2 people up there. They kind of fought 2 different people with another help from Dab. They will.
But that's going to be 2 dead, and it's going to be a 3-on-2 situation for a moment, and Mythical Magnums is going to have control of that top center area. So you're also seeing Nacho Macho waiting down here for this railgun ammo. He wants to get that ammo, make sure he has a bunch of it for this push. It looks like Church is starting to move up as well, off stream, and Goddess is trying to take this top center control. So Mythical Magnums is doing what they need to do right now. Unfortunately, you are going to see a flagpole from the other side, and you're going to see Nacho Macho fall off the map, which is very unfortunate, especially since he had that top middle control. And unfortunately, Incantus is going to get this flag almost all the way back into their base. And that could easily be a cat.
It's going to be. We had no one. Dab was just kind of controlling that top mid. I don't think that's necessarily a bad play, because he still has that top mid control, and we are going to see that counter push now on the Mythical Magnum side. So instead of having a flag standoff, kind of force that flag pull to happen, they kind of just gave it to him, and now they're trying to work it back. But it is unfortunate that a couple members from them are going to be taken down, but we have 1 player from, it's Dragon.
They need to stop this push from the elbow right now. And that's unfortunate that they got that touch. That was a really big touch. But they should easily be able to defend their base here, and they should be able to get this flag cap still. Oh, but was there a return? No, it doesn't look like there was a turn. Almost a big grab from one of the players of the Incantus squad. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out for them, but they are getting this counter pull right now. But I don't think it's going to get anywhere.
It's not going to get too far, just in the front of their base. No one is in position, but that is, instead of having a long drawn-out standoff, that is the kind of plays that you want to make.
Yep. That's exactly what we were looking for at the beginning of this game. It's what we talked about at the beginning of this game. It's definitely what we wanted to see. And now you're going to see But now you're going to see Incantus take control of this top middle area, and now this is an opportunity for them to start pushing in, and it looks like they have called for a push. So now it's Mythical Magnum's turn to play a little bit of defense in here. Unfortunately, one player is going to go down. However, there is a one-shot still on this flag. If Church can get in here and take out Toast, this shouldn't be much of a problem, and they are going to be able to do that. So good defense from Mythical Magnums. They did let the flag get out of the base, but it didn't end up being too bad for them.
Ooh, that's really not
that's
able
big,
to
and now they just need to move up.
Poor
Dab needs to push. Dab really needed to push that elbow with the railgun. I would have liked to see him continue pushing, but it looks like they're going to go for another round of slays. That was the call made by the team there. So, but you are, and that's good. You are seeing this team move around well together. They're moving around as a team, and that's what you want to see. Nice railgun kill from Epic Dab there, and this is going to allow a run, and they should get this across the 50-yard line.
Looks like Goddess kind of fumbled just a little bit, but she was able to get it over to her base.
Yep, and this is going to be another flag cap from Mythical Magnum, so definitely what I want to see, the intensity coming out of them, the aggressive pushing. They don't want this to turn into a standoff situation. And that's exactly how they need to play.
And it was a little slow on the Incantus squad to get that counter push.
It was a little slow, and Noisy Boy doing some work over here at the enemy base's elbow, and they are going to have 2 players push in. That is going to be 3 dead momentarily, but there is a sneaky pull on the other side of the map from one of the Mythical Magnums players. But it looks like Incantus was not able to get that across the 50-yard line, so this is good. This is really good for Mythical Magnums. They should easily be able to defend this flag, and this isn't going to go anywhere.
No. Both sides are now going to re-engage for this top mid control. Definitely with the railgun coming up.
Goddess already pushing this top mid control. She knows that the flag has been pulled on her side. She just needs to stay up. I would have liked to see her just stay up and not drop down there. She's probably going to get cleaned up from dropping there. She would have been in a much better position just staying top mid. But she does stay alive for quite a bit, and this should be another flag that should be fairly easy to defend. But Grady's going to drop from top mid. But now you're seeing a flag pull from Mythical Magnums. If Mythical Magnums can get these slays here, big slay from Goddess, and if they can continue getting these slays, this could easily be a flag cap for them. Or at least back into their base.
It's going to be that standoff, but in this case, Incantus needs to win this.
Our flag's been taken.
Absolutely. But now you're already seeing Mythical Magnums push for this top middle control. But somebody was cleaned up in the base, so you're going to see Goddess double back into the base. But she's going to be taken out and doesn't get the touch either. That's super unfortunate. This is going to be a flag cap. This is absolutely going to be a flag cap for Incantus here. That's going to go straight in. But this is an opportunity, and they're already starting to run another flag. There was a little misplay from Demonic French Toast. He wasn't able to get it quite across the 50-yard line, but he has now. And he's going to be running this flag. So this is a big kill. Nacho Macho needs to win this fight against Dr. Grady here.
And he does, but Grady will move it a little bit. But here's the counter push.
But this is good. Here's the counter push. Now they just need to watch these spawns. That's exactly what Nacho does. That's a great trade there. That's all he needed. Grady's going to be pushing across. And Noisy, I don't think is going to be able to get to that flag in time. And that's going to be Mythical Magnums with the flag on their side now. And a trade.
But it is going over. I like that Dragon and Grady pushed over. I would have liked Noisy to go push over. He did not get that return, but he is able to get a touch.
Yep, and you see a huge presence from the Incantus team, grabbing that flag, moving it across the map, and they've now got it across the 50-yard line. So definitely good plays from them. Nacho's going to pick up this railgun though, bottom mid, and he has an opportunity to really do something now.
He needs to get top control right now, especially with that railgun. He would be able to do a lot of damage with it, but he would be taken out
with the perfect shots. And Toast knows that he has that railgun. Toast is going to go grab that railgun, and he's going to push into this base, 100%. And now Noisy Boy and Demonic French Toast are going to be pushing into this base. Noisy Boy is going to get spotted out and taken out. Unfortunately, Demonic French Toast backed up, went for that top mid control instead. I would have liked to actually see him push with that railgun. And unfortunately, nothing's going to come out of it from that. And now there's 2 dead for Incantus.
We're going to see
And now you're gonna see Camo fight up top middle. And that's gonna be a burn, so that's not the worst thing for Mythical Magnums. But Noisy Boy is gonna be top middle with this LR, but he is gonna drop down.
I like the amount of aggression Mythical Magnums is definitely putting out, kind of defending their base. Not really seeing that push though that we've seen in the beginning.
Ooh, and big perfect shots from Church on Demonic French Toast. That was insane. I didn't even think Demonic French Toast was around the wall enough to get shot. But big perfect shots from Church, so a big battle there. Church is going to be pushing top middle now. Dr. Grady is sitting top middle, but Church has something to say about that, and now Church is going to take control of this top middle area. So
Church's shots look really good right now, really crisp, really clean. It's going to be hard to put any pressure on him, especially at a height advantage and having this top mid control. This is going to secure pretty much this area for them.
Ooh, but huge perfect shots from Noisy Boy there on Church, and now Noisy Boy is going to be moving top mid, and Church and Nacho are going to be taking out top mid, and now you're going to be seeing a push from Incantus, and that's what I'm liking from Incantus. Like, they're doing a really good job of getting the slays and then immediately pushing in. But that is going to be taken care of real quick. That's going to be 3 dead for Incantus, and now Mythical Magnums can push back out of their base.
This is the round of slaying that either team has to do in order to kind of get this flag return, or have it in a position where someone controls the spawns and spawns the other team far enough away that they can defend the flag successfully.
But a push from Mythical Magnums. Epic Dab needs to follow Goddess there. I don't know what he's doing right now. Top middle doesn't matter in this situation. He needed to follow Goddess into that base with that railgun. But he's gonna go for that camo grab.
It's gonna be huge for Noisy, but
oh, he should have stayed covered. He would have been fine. But he is gonna go down, and that's a big trade from Noisy. Big, or not really a trade from him, but a nice shots in the bottom middle to make sure that camo didn't stay alive.
And that camo can definitely turn the tides in this battle. It's very unfortunate. We will have a railgun with Epic Dab, and that can do a lot of damage too.
If Goddess would have been able to win that battle, that would have been really big.
Definitely, each team is shutting down that momentum from either push. Nothing really.
Absolutely. Neither team has really been able to get footing for a push so far. Demonic French Toast, though, with this railgun, knowing exactly what to do with it, pushing into the base, but he is going to get taken out, unfortunately, and that's going to be 3 dead for the Incantus squad. So now they need to start playing defense. Goddess is already pushed up. She's already at this porch area. She's going to pick up 1 kill. And she should be able to move in. It looks like Toast is coming back. Toast is top middle right now. And Toast is going to get some nice shots on Goddess there. That's really unfortunate. Goddess really needed to push into that base and make it in there. But it's just, they're not pushing in fast enough. They're getting the slays they need to, but they're hesitating pushing in for some reason. And I'm not really sure why Mythical Magnums is doing that. You're seeing on the Incantus side, they're pushing in immediately. And it's just not working out for him after because of some good defense from Mythical Magnums. But Mythical Magnums is being very hesitant of pushing into the base once they get those slays, and they need to not do that. They need to be getting those slays, pushing in immediately. That's going to be 2 dead though.
Instead of staying top mid, they need to be aggressively attacking this base. They can't stay up top.
But you are going to see Noisy Boy in here on the flag right now. But 2 players are going to double back, make sure that flag stays alive in their base. A nice little handoff there.
But you are going to have one person on the other side kind of contest that red base.
Ooh, Church has camo on the other side, yeah. Yeah, so this is good. It looks like Grady spotted him for a moment there. Church is backing up, playing this really well. Trying to get behind
patient
Grady.
He's playing it.
Grady taking the wide angles. Ooh,
I think he should have just let Grady just go across the other side and use that camo to do something sneaky at that base. He's not able to come away with any of it.
Nope, but that is 2 dead for Incantus at the moment, but Church needs to not be pushing back towards his base, he needs to be pushing forward. He's in a good spot right now, he's preventing these spawns over at this bad area, and Mythical Magnums is in a great position right now to do something, but they're just not moving fast enough. They're moving so slowly.
Railgun is up. Some nice
Church is going to get 1 kill there. But now Incantus is going to have top mid control. Toast is top mid. He's going to take out Nacho, and now watch. Incantus is going to make a really nice push, and that's going to be 2 dead momentarily. Toast is already pushing in, but you're seeing, even though Toast knows that he might lose that push, he's pushing in and he's being a presence. He's getting in there, and that's what Mythical Magnums needs to do. And they have an opportunity right here. There are 2 or 3 dead. If Church can get in here and put some good shots down, they could get this, and they could win this. And a nice trade.
Double.
If Church could, but a really well-timed melee is going to take out Church there, so that is going to stop that, and this is most likely going to go over. Actually, it's absolutely going to go into overtime with our settings.
Now we have Epic Dab with the camo. He's already in the Incantus base, playing this so slow, so patiently. No one knows he's there.
Ooh, someone knows he's here now, but he's just crouching, staying quiet, and he's gonna have Dragon pushing in on him. And now this is a good opportunity. Now they can play this fast. Now they can get in. They can move in.
Not sure why that flag was taken out top mid.
No. That's not the worst play, though.
They have our flag.
That's an easier spot to get to off of spawns, and I'm pretty sure that's why they threw it out at the end there. That was actually a really good play. It made it a lot easier for him to go grab that flag touch off spawn. So in these settings, that was a really smart play to throw that out the window there. Wow, Dab winning a big battle there in that treehouse area, and now Dab needs to push this top mid, take out this player top mid, get this remaining player top mid, and now they can push in. Now they just need to watch one of these sides. Dab just needs to live here. They should know where these spawners are at now. And you're going to see a big push from Mythical Magnums here. They want to end this game. But Dab's unfortunately going to get taken out. Church is still alive there. They need more presence in here.
They don't have the numbers.
They just don't have the numbers in there. Like they really just needed to make an all-out push there, because worst case scenario, like they all die. Best case scenario, they get the return and they're able to cap the flag. I don't think there was any reason that they should have had someone sitting in the base. Other than the flag carrier, just making sure that it doesn't get read.
This will be a result in a tie. So we will move on to the next game. You will not see a replay of this. Unless the Mythical Magnums takes the next 2 games.
Yep, and that's really unfortunate. Mythical Magnums played really well on that map, and it just didn't quite work out for them. That toss out of the window at the end there was a really big play from, I think, French Toast did that. So that was a great play, making it really easy to get, because if they would have had to go around that corner to get back into the base to grab that flag, I don't think that would have been a return. It would have been really easy to defend, and they would have had another cap, so that was a huge play.
I still think the Mythical Magnums just could have created a little bit more space and had a slightly bit easier time defending that and getting them away from it, especially off spawns, but they kind of just soared in there and got that touch, and that's exactly what they needed to do, which resulted in keeping that flag alive.
That's going to be a little frustrating for Mythical Magnums. That was their game to win. The Slaves looked really good for them. Everything looked really good. They were being aggressive at the beginning. Unfortunately, that play at the end, throwing it out the window, was the saving grace from the side of Incantus. So definitely a good play there. But it looks like we're going to be going to this next game, and it's going to be a Rig King of the Hill.
It will be, and this is going to be this has been a very good game type, a very good map for the Mythical Magnum side. They've done really good on rotating here, so definitely want to see how they rotate against this Incantus squad, especially with them putting up so much pressure back.
Absolutely. So, seeing quite a few people in the chat here. Haven't seen B Beast in a while. Welcome, B Beast. Good to see you here again. Dab's in here. Dab, you need to be focusing on the games, buddy. Get out of chat right now. But thanks to everybody who's tuning in right now, watching these Squad v Squad games. They've been pretty solid games so far. So definitely excited about getting into this game.
I like how Dab went through the mid-cat there just to put pressure on that camo player. Church did get away with camo. And I like Noisy sniping in this objective.
Absolutely. This is a good position for Noisy. Church just needs to push in. Yep. Very confident push there from Church. Unfortunately, he's going to get taken out by Dr. Grady there. But they are going to get 2 people dead. They are going to take care of that sniper, so not a bad play. Would have liked to see him maybe play a little bit sneakier with that, stay alive a little bit longer. But right now, Incantus is doing a really good job of controlling this hill. Demonic French Toast using that DMR just to get those 2 shots, that 2-shot melee into the players sneaking up. So definitely a good place from him. Definitely a very knowledgeable player, knows how to play this game really well. But right now, Mythical Magnums did a
basement.
Yep, absolutely. And Mythical Magnums did a good job there. They knew they weren't going to get much out of that last space, and they immediately just started saying, "Hey, let's set up for this next hill." And that's what they did. And now they have a presence over there in this hill at the moment. But Dragon with this railgun, he knows where this player's at right now, and he's should get that easy kill. Church not able to get that clamber up there, and Dragon just being an absolute presence right now on this map in this stronghold. And this is a really, really bad start for Mythical Magnum so far. Incantus, it's been a good start for Incantus. They're getting around these hills, they're getting these setups around the hill, and now they have pretty much a perfect setup around this hill. You have someone car, someone back cat, someone sitting in the hill, and someone just watching basement, yellow corner, those areas. So definitely like what I'm seeing from them, and this is going to be really hard to push in for Mythical Magnums.
But we will have a hill change back over to the nest area, and neither team really in super advantage positions to really push on it.
Yeah, but Goddess knows there's a sniper over in that carbine area, and if she pokes out, she's just going to get sniped instantly, and that's exactly what happens. Noisy Boy doing a good job watching that nest area with that sniper. So definitely playing exactly how they need to right now to come out on top in this game. Their setups have been phenomenal so far, and this is going to be very tough for Mythical Magnums to break this.
I like the rotation out of Noisy just to watch this perfect angle of this nest hill. Just overall, it's just Incantus just kind of having that setup, playing their game, kind of rotating and just doing well. Doesn't seem like the Mythical Magnum squad can just get anything really going. No real slays, no real anything.
They had the opportunity to get a nice setup on basement earlier on in the game, but it didn't happen because they just didn't set up in the right positions, and now you're going to see Demonic push into this base, and now they're going to have this setup. They're already working towards the setup. They've got someone at Carbine, got someone back cat, someone in the hill now, and now this 4th and final player, Noisy, just needs to get over here to make sure that he's watching those types of pushes. But shouldn't be too much trouble. They are, and I love what they're doing. They're just rotating someone right back into the hill. Demonic French Toast is going to come up into this area. He's going to start watching people from the catwalk area, maybe get a nice flank here. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to come over here, get a nice flank, get these players that are pushing in from the car side that know he's here now, but he's going to get a really nice flank on Goddess there. Church is going to have a 1v2 situation here. And just all around, you're just seeing really good plays from the Incantus squad.
Just kind of that rush on the, again, Church doing the same thing, jumping on there, just seeing if you can put any pressure on that hill, but it is going to change.
And Noisy Boy doing a great job with the sniper rifle. I want to go on board with him so we can watch some of his sniping. He has definitely been a presence on this map so far. I would like to see him go carbine with his sniper though. He's got another player in the base right now. I don't think he should be pushing up like this. Toast is over in carbine. He needs to switch spots with Toast and sit over in that carbine area again with this sniper.
I
But it looks like
agree.
It looks like he's just going to play this bat-led position for the moment, and he's going to get taken out. So that's what I was saying. Not the best positioning with that sniper rifle. It's not going to matter too much. Incantus is still very much in this game, very much in the lead. But Noisy Boy could have done a lot of damage over from that snipe area.
Dragon doing some good work with that camo just to get a couple points on the board. Mythical Magnum, it's another hill that they weren't able to really capitalize on. Now we're going to see the first BR base hill. It will go in favor of Mythical Magnums.
Yep, and Church doing a good job sitting behind that box, crouching behind that box, making sure that he's not an easy target. He is going to get taken out here, but that required a lot to take him out, so definitely a good job positioning himself in that hill where he needed to be. But that's going to be 3 dead momentarily for the side of Mythical Magnums, and not getting much done in this hill either. And you're already going to see one player trying to make a nice flank for Mythical Magnums get taken out by this squad. And now Incantus having a really good setup here as well. Noisy Boy or Dragon sitting up in this top tower area. He is going to get taken out, but he's got the rest of his team sitting in that rail street area, up in that bunker area, and down in the hill as well. So honestly, like they're fine right now where they're at, and they're going to be putting a lot of time on the board. And now you're going to see Dragon picking up the sniper rifle. Let's go over to Dragon with the sniper rifle. He's going to be taking this carbine position with the sniper rifle at the moment. He knows somebody's in that basement area, obviously, because someone is racking up points there. He's going to get a nice nade toss, push up to this catwalk area, try to finish this kill off, and that's what he does. I would like to see him backtrack back over to that carbine area with the sniper. Because of things like that, like he's in a vulnerable position with that sniper rifle, and he needs to be rotating back, and it looks like he's gonna do that. But Dab with the camo right now has an opportunity to do something, but he's gonna get taken out. Or actually, that was Goddess that got taken out with that sniper rifle. But Dragon, I love this angle right now from Dragon. And he's going to take out that camo. This is what I'm talking about. That's right where Dragon needed to be with that sniper rifle. He's going to go clean up this kill real quick. Doesn't really have to worry much about it. And this honestly looks like it's going to be game. Mythical Magnums just hasn't been able to do anything this entire game so far. And this hill is going to rotate back over to that nest area where Incantus is already has a presence. But nice snipes from Church there. This is exactly what they need to maybe start trying to get back in this game. Nice kill from Goddess there. She's going to fall off the map though afterwards, unfortunately, but good kill there.
We are seeing some life out of this Mythical Magnum side.
Yep.
Just a little bit too little, too late in this. Too many points given up.
Unfortunately, Church gets taken out with that sniper rifle, and now Incantus is going to have a presence inside that hill, and now they're going to be getting points. And this is most likely going to be game now. I don't think Mythical Magnums is going to be able to break this current setup. At the moment, they're all on the other side of the map, and they're all getting killed, and that is going to be game. And the series is going to go to Incantus. So great games from Incantus. Great game there. Had a very good control of all the hills. Great sniping from Noisy Boy, from Dragon, on the side of Incantus. So definitely good games from them.
Congratulations to Incantus for coming out with Week 10 to win. Very strong showing. Toast putting up 21 kills. Dragon putting up 19. A lot of assists throughout the board for both teams. I love it. Just that pressure was putting on. You see Goddess very low damage. Dab also kind of have very low damage. Not really performing like he normally does. Just kind of struggling. And that's what really kind of broke down this team. It's just
Absolutely.
Not having that teamwork and coordination to put damage and keep people one shot or clean up that kill. And kind of really showed.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate. Mythical Magnums had a lot of players who just didn't show up today. There was at least one player every game that didn't even break double digits for kills, with the exception of the capture the flag game. And you're seeing Dab had Dab had a couple rough games as well, where he had a pretty negative KD, unfortunately. So he was struggling today. Goddess was struggling in that Strongholds game and in this game as well. So yeah, Mythical Magnums just didn't really show up today, and Incantus took advantage of that and played really well, and took this series.
They definitely did. Well, congratulations to Toast, Dragon, Grady, and Noisy on their win today. We are going to end this series here. It's going to be 3-0 with one tie. Very unfortunate for Mythical Magnums not to take a game away from this. They had a lot of good opportunities, especially in that flag game, especially in the Toads game, where it just didn't work out for them. But it is what it is. Tune in later. We're going to have our other Week 10 of Gravity versus Interstellar happening as well in a little bit. I believe it is 5:30 Eastern. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. AP Kratos, Epic Dab, Gamer Pro Girl, everyone that is here in the chat. Thank you all for coming out to watch. We appreciate it greatly.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you later at 5:30 Eastern.